What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to GazetteSports.com and the Press Telegram. It's Mike.
And JJ, and this highlight video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company. Click on their ad at GazetteSports.com to enter your team and a chance to win a free banquet.
We've got the oldest sports tradition in the city of Long Beach.
Which is not flag flipping.
Not flag flipping, I'm sorry. It's the Long Beach Poly football homecoming. This is the 109th homecoming game for the Jackrabbits football team, the 122nd homecoming celebration for the school overall, which was founded in 1895. So we give you some sights and sounds of that oldest tradition. These are the international ambassadors, a holdover from the Poly Interracial Committee that held the city and the school together in the 70s during major race riots. But we've also got a football game to play.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Tar Babes, they have to come into this party every year, but they are in the house with Kristen Swint leading the way.
They're fresh off their first Moore League win in 5 years on the field. And here we've got the McDonald brothers fresh off that feature bump, but ooh, hashtag blew it, boys. Cameron McDonald lays that one on the turf. Compton's going to recover it, and then Swint and the Tar Babes right back at you.
Look at Swint up here just running hard. He's going to be moving the pile towards the end zone. Looks like Compton is going to be able to take a lead. However, the ball's slippery, Mike.
It is a little lippery, and Keywan Markham, the money man, hey, if you're going to strip it, you got to six it, and that's exactly what the sophomore does.
Especially when no one else is in the frame when you're at the 50.
I'm going to take that as a compliment to my filmmaking. I appreciate that. A great positioning by myself. I agree with you. And then next time Polly gets the ball, it's going to be Aaron Shamplin, the whirling dervish. We've seen some special stuff out of 34, but he had 3 pretty efficient touches, is I think the word that we would use. As on the next one, it's going to be a Shamp dash right up the gut to give Polly a 14-0 lead.
Aaron is just so strong when he gets around the corner, but you also forget he's also pretty good in between the tackles.
He might be straight line the fastest football player in the Moore League. Here for Compton, a great play from Jesse Brew.
Dedicated to the craft, Mike.
Unfortunately, on this phenomenal interception, he is going to suffer an injury and would not be able to play the rest of the game. For Polly on the punt, it's going to be Moises Gonzalez, a small but mighty guy. And here we're going to see an Olay, JJ.
Olay!
Olay, JJ, that's a bit of a rhyme. Okay, 14 into the end zone, and that's going to put Polly up 22-0. Jackrabbits looking sharp as they did last week against Cabrillo, regardless of opponent, playing penalty-free, smart football here in the early going.
Edgar Hayes, Tyler O'Neill in on the sack. Edgar Hayes has had a sack in every Poly game this season, if you need him.
He's got ice in his veins. Shamplin's got the end zone in his sights. 3 carries for 119 yards and 2 touchdowns, if you need him.
Yeah, he had reservations for 6 and then 6 and then 6 more.
Mike Mawai, we know he's a physical runner, the junior. He's also a baseball player, a little less physical of a baseball player, but if you try and tackle him, he's going to punish you. And that's exactly what he does right there with a little hop, skip, and a jump right there. Then it's Keywan Markham, not Keywan Markham. Mark at 6, dude. This is 3 touchdowns between the 2 sophomore twins in this game. They've really been coming on strong in this Moore League season, giving Poly fans something to be excited about for next year.
Swint meet Wiley Purry. Nothing but respect for Swint, though, from all of these Poly players.
He got love every time he was near the Poly sideline. He played so hard in this game, you kind of had to feel bad for the pounding he was taking. Here it's Griffin Paler to Darius Krieger, the backup quarterbacks hooking up to put Poly up 41-0. And then the money man still delivering on Fridays as he makes a second trip to pay dirt. This time on a punt return, 2 times he touched the ball, 2 times he scored 80-plus yard touchdowns. And again, Markham, I think the roughest contact he faced there was from his own guy, but he bounces off. We're wondering at this point, can anyone tackle this kid? And the answer is yes. Josh Brown can tackle him.
Well, yeah, you just got to stop him first.
I like Josh Brown's strategy of just sitting on him. Game comfortable at halftime. Apparently my son got a hold of the camera, and we've got our first appearance of the toddler cam.
Love it.
I appreciate your support, JJ.
Ray Graham sets up this...
What a good uncle.
Maui Nuka-Oi in there for the touchdown on this run.
Mike Mawai, following up that great run from Ray Graham, is going to take this thing up the gut, and obviously Poly all over it on this one. They started getting the starters out in the second quarter, but still a strong performance in the second half. This time from Krieger, it's going to be Zion Bowings getting in on the action, a little bubble screen, and he's just able to loop that one around. and into the end zone. And then Krieger, here's a kid who would be a star at most other high schools, but has been content to be a very good role player for Poly. He might have a second career as a tightrope artist, JJ.
He might also have a third career as a offbeat scientist.
It could be. Poly's going to win this one 70-0, a big homecoming win for the Jackrabbits, and obviously you can see the big student section that they've sort of developed over there, as well as the football players and the cheerleaders are loving this one as they're going to win it easily.
Thanks as always to all of our sponsors, including Papalucci's, a great place to eat on 2nd Street. The Moore League will keep on keeping on, and you know where you're going to find all of your local football coverage right here at GazetteSports.com and the Press Telegram.